Let's talk about soul families on Earth. Hi, I'm Matthias, and this is my soul perspective. We all incarnate over many lives in groups. Most people don't think about it, but today I'm going to talk about how you can identify a member of your soul group. You know, on the other side, the non-physical part, we as souls sort of belong to groups. These groups have been around you and know you very well, better than really anyone else. You've had many life experiences with your soul members, and you take turn in different roles. In some life you might have been a mother to your own mother in this life, or a brother to your father, etc. So we change roles because we want to experience as much as possible. That's really what souls want to do. We want to experience contrast, and we want to experience each perspective really on the journey of a soul. And also we create karma with each other, so we have to balance that out. So if we treat someone badly in another life, well, we might get treated badly in this life if we didn't sort it out like in the previous life, because then you bring it along. It's like your baggage, so to speak. So how do you know which part of your friends and family are part of your soul group? Because even though you might have a sibling in this physical form, doesn't mean that you're actually part of the same soul group. It's like we play smaller roles in other people's soul groups. That's how it works. I mean, otherwise we would only hang out with the same souls, in each life. But that's not really how it works. The people that really push your buttons and may have been really tough growing up, maybe in your own family, those are like the biggest clues that they're part of your soul family. Because the dynamic you have on Earth in the physical realm and form isn't the dynamic you have on the other side. On the other side you don't have the negative emotions like fear and anger and jealousy and all the painful stuff. You have love and admiration and a mutual respect, a deep reverence actually for each other. Well, that's very interesting because I've seen my own soul group, and you can do like a life between life to see really what happens and what goes on between each incarnation, because you don't just go from one incarnation to the next. You talk to your teachers, review what you want to learn next. I've done several sessions actually with my colleagues that we work on each other, and a few of the people that I had like a really hard time with in this life, they were the sweetest souls, and just knowing that makes it so much easier to sort of remember the big picture, because we are human beings as well, and emotion runs through us, sometimes high. And just to know that, I mean, makes it so much easier really to forgive people who have hurt you, because in a way they came to do. It's part of an agreement. Nothing happens really out of order. It might seem like it happens out of order, but it doesn't. We've all agreed to the big schemes. We don't get really badly treated without really having consented to it as souls. That sounds weird, but that's really how it is. So take a look in your life and just see which people do you feel like you have a strong connection to. That can be a very loaded negative connection. It can also be sometimes you meet a person and you just know instantly that you've been here together before, because it's like they feel like family in the best way of the word, really. Take an inventory and look around. Don't question yourself. If you feel really close to a person, chances are you're part of a soul group. Now, souls evolve in groups because, as I said earlier, we take turns on experiencing things from different perspectives, and we play different roles. Each soul work really on the same theme that the whole group is working on. So that it could be like, working on forgiveness, or alienation, or learning more about love, or separation. It's always big themes in each incarnation. All the souls are really sort of experiencing that and learning more about that in different ways. I think that's so cool. Really, you're not here alone. We're never alone, really. Even the people that give us a hard time are here to teach us things. And those things are always about love. I mean, not the romantic love, of course. Truly understanding that, you know, we're all connected. We're all one, really. This is just different ways in experiencing ourselves from different perspectives. And people give us hard time, we give other people hard time, but really in the end it's all about love. It's all about really understanding that we're here very, very temporarily. We're playing roles, and to get to know your own identity you sort of always have to dip your toes in the sort of non-physical world. Some souls develop a little faster, they learn the curriculum a little faster, and then they go on and they might become teachers to, like, non-physical teachers, because we have those as well. You can call them guides, spiritual guides. That's unusual, but it does happen, of course. When you talk about reincarnation, a lot of people think that you can be a human one life and then you become a grasshopper in another life. But that's not really how it works, because human beings have individual souls that really develop and go on their own journeys through many lifetimes. And animals and plants and rocks and all of that, they're part of like a group soul system. They develop in groups. I mean, if you ever thought about how birds can move like so swiftly and fast, like they're one body, well, really, in a sense, they are one non-physical soul body. And the same is for dogs and cats. They're part of a larger group, and they sort of just dip their group soul into your life, and it feels very personal. And it is also personal. I mean, cats and dogs and animals, they're here to teach us so much. I mean, I have a cat myself, and I've had dogs before, and this cat, you know, he's so stubborn. He teaches me a lot about like tenacity and, you know, to stick with it and never give up. And also he's very loving and confident and always present in the moment. And that's the most extraordinary thing about really animals. They're so extremely present. Yeah, that's a great gift to give us human beings, because we're always in our minds most of the time. I think that's about it regarding the soul family. Maybe you have questions. If you have any questions or comments, please leave it down below. And don't forget to subscribe and like and share and, you know, do whatever you feel like. Thank you. Bye.